Are you thinking of selling your home and want to know what the costs are involved? Well, in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to cover. Stick around. Hey, what's up? My name is Aaron Bowman, and my team and I sell real estate right here in Connecticut, and we've been helping people all across Connecticut buy, sell, rent, and invest. So if that's something you're thinking of getting into, or maybe you want to buy or sell, all of our contact information is down below. Please reach out. We'd be more than happy to have that conversation with you. Now, like I said, on today's video, we're talking about the costs involved in selling your home. I get asked this question a lot, and I always get asked, hey, Aaron, I'm getting ready to sell my home. What's it going to cost me to sell? What am I going to net when everything is said and done? So I figured today we'll tackle that in today's video. So let's look at what it costs to sell a home. Now, on average, you're going to be spending about 10% of the sale price to sell your home. And that breaks down to a couple different categories. And the first one that we're going to talk about is staging. Staging is about 1% of the sale price. And staging really helps you get your home sold because on average, you're going to see a really good return when using staging to sell your home as opposed to just leaving it empty or leaving it the way you had it set up when your realtor came out. You can really restage your home even using just the furniture that's in there. So that's something important to think about when selling your home. Staging is definitely very important. Now, the second thing is going to be landscaping. Landscaping, again, is going to be 1% or less of the sale price, just like your staging, but it's kind of like staging for outside, because if you're one of my clients or anybody on this team that, when we work with somebody, we always tell them, hey, listen, if you want to buy a house in a certain area, this is the house you want to look at. Why don't you drive through the neighborhood and check it out? So as a seller, you want to make sure that if any other agents are out there telling their clients to drive by, look at the neighborhood first, you want to make sure you have really good curb appeal to really draw that person into the house. Now, the next one on the list is home repairs. Now, this varies depending on the amount of work that needs to be done on your house. So let's say you're getting your house on the market, it's on the market, you have an offer put in, somebody comes in and has a home inspection done, and now they say, well, there's 3 junction boxes in the basement that don't have covers on them, there is not the correct outlet next to a sink, and the light switch in one of the bedrooms doesn't work. Those are repairs that you can either do or credit the buyer for not doing them. Say, hey, it's going to cost $1,000 to have that work done. I'm just going to credit you $1,000 at closing, or we'll put it in an escrow account, and then you can hire somebody to do it after closing. So home repairs varies. Now, the next one on the list is home improvements. Now, this also is another variable when it comes to the cost of what you're having done. So, you could spend a boatload of money redoing a kitchen, or you could spend a few $100 just repainting. So that's another cost that's involved in selling the home, but it's a variable cost. And I would say make sure you talk to your realtor before you start doing any work, because, like, for example, I've seen homes where people have put in granite countertops because that's what people see on HGTV. But when you look at the 3 other homes for sale, they're Formica, and you're not going to get your money back for putting in that granite. So don't do repairs that aren't going to get you your money back and then some. Definitely talk to your realtor before you do any repairs. Now, the next one comes up all the time. It's the first thing I'm always asked. What is your commission? How much are we going to pay you to sell my house? And in Connecticut and most other places, unless I'm wrong, please correct me down below, but speaking for Connecticut, it is negotiable. Nobody can tell you that they only get a certain amount. Now, there are plenty of agents that come in and say, hey, I get 6%. If you're not going to pay that, we're not working together. And that's fine. That agent can do that, but they're going to lose business, in my opinion. And basically, when it comes to commission, there's been times where people that I've worked with, bought back in 2008, and they really didn't have the amount of equity there to pay more than maybe 2 or 3%. So there's ways to work things out, but just be in mind, it can be anywhere from 1 to 7%. I've gotten 7% on one property because I was mowing the lawn because he was in Rhode Island and he was local, same town as me. So it all depends. It's all negotiable, but just keep in mind, on average, you're looking between 4 and 6% here in Connecticut. Next one on the list is concessions. Now, concessions can be anything from 1.5% or less all the way up to 2% on average, and sometimes you can see it as high as 9% depending on the loan product that the person is using when buying your home. And I went and did another video on seller prepaids and closing costs and everything like that. I'll link it right up here for you if you want to check it out, and that'll really go more into detail about that. Now, the last one is going to be closing costs, and this kind of goes in with concessions, and that can be anywhere from 1% to 3%, and that's going to go to a whole bunch of different things like title searches, attorney fees, transfer tax fees, sales tax, all that type of stuff. And again, I'm going to link that video right up here for you if you want to check it out, and it goes all over seller prepaids and closing costs. But when it comes to selling your home here in Connecticut, those are kind of the basic ones that are going to add up to roughly somewhere around 10% of the sale price of the home. So just keep that in mind. The biggest one out there, everybody says is going to be the commission. And you're right, commission is a big part of it. But honestly, I'd be more mad at your mortgage company because you got to pay them off too, and they're going to take the biggest chunk out of everything. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully this helped you, really kind of tackle what it costs to sell your home, and hopefully kind of gives you some insight on it. And thanks for watching the video. I hope to hear from you real soon. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.